In this video, we'll explore the sweeping implications of the recent wildfire in California, which defied all expectations by igniting in January. As we delve into the environmental destruction, public health challenges, and devastating economic consequences, it's clear that this catastrophe goes far beyond the flames. From displacement and housing crises to strained insurance markets and political repercussions, we'll uncover how this disaster reshapes not only the landscape, but also the lives of those affected. Join us as we examine the intricate web of challenges posed by this wildfire and the lessons we must learn to foster resilience in our communities. 1. Unprecedented timing. Wildfires in January. Traditionally, California's wildfire season stretched from late spring to early autumn. However, the January 2025 wildfires have disrupted this pattern, signaling a shift toward a year-round fire season. The unexpected timing is largely due to prolonged drought, unusually high temperatures, and fierce Santa Ana winds, which escalated to hurricane force levels during the fires. This shift necessitates a reevaluation of how resources are allocated and a change in preparedness strategies to address future risks. The idea of a year-round fire season is daunting but must now be seriously considered. 2. Environmental devastation. Beyond the flame, over 36,000 acres have been scorched, leading to the destruction of crucial ecosystems and wildlife habitats. The immediate loss of plant and animal life disrupts ecological balances, and the burning vegetation releases massive amounts of carbon dioxide, further worsening climate change. These fires have also altered soil composition, making the land more prone to erosion and mudslides, which are additional threats in the aftermath. The environmental impact reaches beyond the obvious, affecting everything from air quality to biodiversity. 3. Public health crisis. Air quality and respiratory issues. The fires have created a public health emergency, with air quality indices reaching hazardous levels due to high concentrations of particulate matter, PM 2.5. Exposure to these pollutants is linked to respiratory and cardiovascular issues, particularly affecting vulnerable groups such as children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing health conditions. The smoke has overwhelmed healthcare facilities, highlighting the urgent need for robust public health infrastructure to manage environmental health crises effectively. 4. Economic impact. The cost of catastrophe. The economic impact of the wildfires is staggering. Insured losses are estimated to exceed $20 billion, with total economic losses possibly reaching $50 billion. Thousands of structures, including homes and businesses, have been destroyed, putting immense financial strain on individuals and the economy as a whole. Industries such as agriculture and tourism have been disrupted, adding to the economic challenges faced by the affected regions. The fires have highlighted the economic vulnerability of regions prone to natural disasters. 5. Housing crisis. Displacement and reconstruction. The destruction of thousands of homes has worsened California's existing housing crisis, leaving tens of thousands displaced. The urgent need for temporary shelter and permanent housing solutions has strained resources and underscored the necessity for resilient infrastructure capable of withstanding such disasters. Reconstruction efforts are further hindered by strict building regulations and the high cost of construction materials, delaying recovery for many. This crisis has exposed the inadequacies of the current housing system in dealing with sudden large-scale disasters. 6. Insurance industry strain. A market in turmoil. The magnitude of the wildfires has put immense pressure on the insurance industry. Major insurers have reported significant losses and are reconsidering their presence in the California market. This has led to regulatory interventions aimed at stabilizing the market and ensuring coverage for homeowners in high-risk areas. The crisis highlights the need for innovative insurance models that take into account the increasing frequency and severity of climate-related disasters. 7. Political ramifications. Policy and leadership. The wildfires have sparked political debates about environmental policies, emergency preparedness, and climate change mitigation. Criticisms of governmental responses at both state and federal levels have surfaced, with calls for comprehensive strategies to address the root causes of such disasters. The situation has influenced political discourse, potentially affecting future elections and policy directions as constituents demand effective leadership in crisis management. 8. Infrastructure challenges. Power and water supply. The fires have exposed vulnerabilities in critical infrastructure, particularly in power and water supply systems. Widespread power outages, affecting over 1 million residents, have been reported, complicating evacuation efforts and emergency responses. Additionally, dry fire hydrants have hindered firefighting operations, emphasizing the need for resilient infrastructure that can function under extreme conditions. These challenges call for urgent investment in infrastructure upgrades to ensure reliability during disasters. 9. Wildlife and biodiversity. A fragile balance. The destruction of natural habitats has had devastating effects on local wildlife populations. Species already threatened by habitat loss face increased extinction risks, while ecosystem disruptions can lead to imbalances, such as the spread of invasive species. The loss of biodiversity has cascading effects on ecosystem services, including pollination and water purification, which are vital for human well-being. The fires underscore the fragility of our natural world and the importance of conservation efforts. 10. Community resilience and social dynamics. The wildfires have tested community resilience, revealing both strengths and weaknesses in social cohesion and disaster preparedness. While acts of solidarity and mutual aid have been commendable, disparities in resources and support have highlighted social inequalities. The psychological impact of displacement and loss further stresses the need for comprehensive mental health services in disaster response frameworks. Building resilient communities is crucial for coping with future challenges. The January 2025 wildfires in California have been a wake-up call, compelling a multifaceted reassessment of how society prepares for and responds to environmental disasters. The lessons learned from this catastrophe will inform future policies and practices, aiming to build a more resilient and equitable society in the face of escalating climate challenges.